Okay, hi, introduce yourself. People don't really know who we are. We've been forgetting to introduce ourselves. They're just like the girl in glasses and the girl not in glasses. We're both blind.
We are. My contact's giving me the business today anyway. I'll turn it on in 1 second. Ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome to the Panic Button Podcast. I'm Nina.
You said turn it on. I didn't know what you meant. I'm Jess. Hi.
And we're going to be touching on 3 topics today. The religion thing. Right?
Yes.
Jon Stewart.
Men's spaces. The question
men's spaces.
So the idea of women's spaces and men's spaces. We're going to touch on that.
Yes. Okay, so the religion thing first. Go ahead. Ask.
You sent me a text, voice message, I think it was the other day.
I
don't remember exactly what it was. But you asked if you ever told me about the year you tried religion. And I said no. And you said, well, I'll tell you about it on the podcast. And that was about a week ago. And I've been itching to hear a response. So what happened? I'm convinced she was a witch.
Okay, so I was in a relationship with a born-again Christian who I didn't know was a born-again Christian when I started dating her. I specifically asked her, I heard you're Christian. She's like, no, that's just my parents. Then I find out, no, she really is very Christian. So I was already in that in love trap to begin with. And then when she, after a year of dating, when she randomly just left and went to Kansas City, the International House of Prayer.
Speaking of prayer.
That crushed me. That destroyed me. And I was in a very, very horrible place, and I was looking for answers.
This is when she left, yeah?
Yeah, this is
Gotcha.
when she left. So I figured, man, well, if she's finding the answers in Jesus, then that's how she said it, then maybe I can too. So I started, what?
For frame of reference, how old were you when this was? I like about age-wise?
21.
21?
Mm-hmm. 21, 22, something like that.
Gotcha, in your early 20s. Mm-hmm. Gotcha, continue. I just wanted a frame of reference.
So I tried going to her church. We need to plug this in.
Oh, okay. Hold off. It's in the bedroom or the garage?
I'm gonna sit right here and write myself a letter. Hey, where's Gambit? So I first tried going to her church. That was a mistake. I wasn't born Roman Catholic, but I was raised Roman Catholic. I did the communion and confirmation, all that stuff, church school.
Did you do the stand, sit, kneel, sit, stand?
Yeah. I went to a Catholic elementary school until 5th grade. So, until 4th grade, sorry.
Can I add a little side note? I've noticed a lot of lesbians went to a religious school, specifically Catholic schools.
Maybe it's the uniforms.
Oh no, let's force them around more girls. That'll fix it. They trapped us.
So where was I?
You went there. It was a mistake.
Because the pastor, who was a woman, knew who I was.
How?
My ex was talking to her about me, and the pastor is very anti-gay, because the whole born-again Christian thing, and so she was trying to,
cleanse.
Oh, boy, yeah, they would have those ceremony-type things where they would, circle around her and try to, cleanse her of the spirit of Jezebel, just weird shit.
So
I
I'm
didn't
right.
understand.
You were a witch.
So I went there, and the pastor was talking about, in a roundabout way, exactly what I was going through with my ex. So.
In what definition?
Maybe it was more like the gay thing.
They get you with that gay thing.
It's like when you feel a certain way, you have to pull back from it, and blah, 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 and I tuned out because she was looking at me when she was saying shit, and I'm like, no, you're not going to try to hypnotize me with your crazy Christian shit. So I turned to my friend who'd gone with me, because he had gone there before, trying to find his salvation or whatever the fuck. And I asked him, how long are these fucking things? He's like, 2 hours. I'm like, what? I'm used to the fucking 45 minutes and you're out. Not used to the whole 2.5 hours, 3 hours thing. So then they started playing music from a boombox, Christian music. When the hands started going up, I was uncomfortable. But when the lady stood up and ran around the room constantly, just watching her.
Like she's doing laps.
Yeah, around the room, which made no sense to me. I didn't understand how. First of all, I didn't understand how nobody was looking at her with questionable eyes.
I'm like, oh, she does this every service. Don't worry about her. It's her exercise for the day.
What I didn't understand, like I was told before that when people do this, I never saw it in person though, but when people do this, that it's because the power of Jesus is compelling them, or whatever they call it.
It's the Lord working through my body.
Whatever it is. And it was just very confusing to me because if Jesus, the Lord, is going to give you, it's going to influence you to do something, wouldn't he influence you to do something like good for humanity,
not like a big burst
run
of
around the
energy.
fucking room? And then I was thinking, wow, this chick really needs attention. But then other people were like dancing and shit, and when that started in that side of the room, I said, I'm out. And I just stood up in the middle of it and I left.
You said it was a year.
This.
A year of religion? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not done.
Oh, God. I thought you said you were just done after that, because I would have been done after that.
No, I was done with that religion.
Oh, I would have just tapped out there. I would have been like, there's too many psychos happening everywhere. I'm just gonna, bye. Sorry, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I read a book on Taoism, trying to get into that. Buddhism wasn't really for me. I had a friend who was training to be a Buddhist monk, and there was a lot of silence, and I like meat too much, and I know that they're very against killing animals, which I am too. We're not going to get into that topic right now, but so I tried that, and then I decided that I was going to try going back to my roots, the Catholic Church, and so I went with my grandparents a lot for a year. I just stuck with that, and I never went to confession though. That always creeped me out, because the last time I had gone to confession, a priest yelled at me for not going to confession in like 2 weeks, and he was a younger priest. So after that, I never went back to confession, ever. And I'm very, very grateful for that. But for me, that year of going to church all the time and being in the church choir and all that stuff, the only thing I really got out of it, because I don't remember a flying fuck, not a thing that the priest ever said, but I was spending time with my grandparents, and that was important. That's what I got out of it.
Way more
I got to
valuable.
spend time with my grandparents. Yeah, I didn't learn a fucking thing about nothing. I had to read the fucking Bible, both. I was thinking.
You looked at me like I was not interested, and I was like, no, I am. What?
Later on, when I was 23, which I also learned nothing. I learned nothing.
Yeah.
Now, some people would say it was because you weren't accepting Jesus into your heart, and so you were blocking yourself from learning anything about the Bible. No, I listened. It was very hypocritical, very confusing. I understand why people can get something out of it, but for me, it's just not there. It's just fucking not for me.
Well, I was very religious. I completely fell away from it at like 18, so I get it. I guess I get both ends of it, though, but I agree. It's very hypocritical, very judgmental, and I really, truly believe that organized anything really, is the downfall of the world. Organized religion especially, is just so terrible for everyone around you.
Everything in moderation, even moderation.